Hello class. So today what we're doing is angle similarity, and today we'll be looking at a set of triangles and determining if they're similar based on their angles. And so with angle similarity, what we're trying to do is determine, does each triangle have two congruent angles, which would make the third congruent as well, because each triangle adds up to 180 degrees, and in that case the triangles will be similar. So if we look at these paired triangles, we have triangle ABC and triangle DOG. And so here, angle A is a right angle and angle D is a right angle. So we can write off to the side, angle A is congruent to angle D. And then we also see over here the one stripe on B and O, which means that both of these angles are congruent. And so if angle B is congruent to angle O. And so if they have two angles that are congruent, we know the third angle is also congruent. And so we can also write angle C is congruent to angle G. And so in the case where we have all three angles congruent, that means triangle ABC is similar to DOG. And so we write that down as triangle ABC is similar with a little squiggly line, triangle DOG. And when we write this down, we want to write the angles corresponding to the other one. So angle A is congruent with D, so we're going to write that one first. And then B is congruent with O, and same thing with C and G. In this next example, they didn't give us the stripes to tell us that the angles were congruent. So in this case, we had to determine whether they are or not. And so we know every triangle has 180 degrees. And in triangle ABC, they gave us A is a right angle, so that's 90. Angle C is 23 degrees, and so we determine what is B. And so we do 180 minus 90, and then minus 23, we get 67. And on this side, they gave us the 67, but not the other angle down here. And we can do the same thing we did on the other triangle, and we subtract it, we get 23 degrees. And so we look at it, we have 90, 67, 23, we have 90, 67, 23. And so since all three angles are congruent, that we have a similar triangles. And so we want to write this down. We have triangle A, B, C, and then our similar is a squiggly, is similar to triangle. A is the 90 degrees, so R. B was the 67, so we'll do Q. And then our next and our last angle was C at 23 degrees, so we'll write S. In this last example, it's a little different in that we have one triangle that's embedded in a bigger triangle. So our bigger triangle is ABC, and our smaller triangle is DOC. And anytime we have a smaller triangle inside a bigger triangle, they're going to share an angle here. So we already know that one angle is congruent to the other, and also the other angle down here is going to be congruent every single time. And so if two angles are congruent, we know that both triangles are similar to one another. And also, if these two are congruent, the third one will be congruent as well. And so triangle ABC is similar to DOC. We can write that. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle DOC. Here are the two practice problems for tonight. What you'll do is determine whether the triangles are similar or not, and then explain your answer. And so I'm just going to leave it up for a little bit so y'all can write this down.